where this is, so we're going to put this bone. Leg 2. Come on, leg 2. Where are you? Leg 2. Leg 2. Do I hear leg 2? Bone, leg. Okay. Oh, that's right. That's the bone. Oh, yeah. Here you go. See, so this is the bone. It does not appear on this list because the geometry can only be attached to a bone, not a helper. And as I said before, the bone underscore is what they call a helper. So these points are the points in the Eridar that were originally the mesh available points, you could say. That thing. So I've got display parents on, right, and that will show you this extra information to show you what these are attached to. And so even though this bone leg 2 doesn't appear on the list, you can see that it appears on the list as a parent of the shin right here. So actually I was already using that as the shin we're attaching to, but let's go ahead and put the rest of this on the shin too. It's pretty close. So we'll put that on the shin, we'll put this on the shin. We're going to assign this to shin left, right? Because left is over there. Looks good. All right. Always make sure to accept those. It's there's not currently a good way to tell whether it's working, so I'd say you just want to go into viewing testing and check it later. This stuff's all the pelvis, but you don't want to select the wings through that. You know, it kind of got a large area here I'm clicking at, so I'm not entirely sure if I just selected the wings or not. Right, I'm seeing these little spiky things here, and I'm wondering what those are. So if I open this up, those are these things hanging off his head down here. So those we're gonna probably find animate. Well, let's not animate them, right? So we're gonna, or maybe I'll animate them, but I'll give them a different sort of animation later. So we're gonna assign the matrix to this. This is all his pelvis, his waist area, you know. So we're gonna put pelvis on that, and then gonna do another selection of points. Here, oh, we're on deselect, so we want to get this and this, and this and this, and this, and this, you know, and some of these points there. It's looking pretty good. The rest of this stuff is all going to go onto chest areas, you know, it's kind of the upper what do you call them, of the body. Yeah, so we're going to select this up. We'll put these little pointy things on that too. We'll put them on chest. They do need to have some animation, right? If you didn't assign them a matrix, they would sit still, and that would be pretty weird. Well, they are assigned to a matrix. They're assigned to the object 1 matrix. Everything is assigned to them from the start, as we talked about. And that's sort of unfortunate. We really don't want to have things on object 1, which is entirely motionless. Alright, we're going to come up in here. I'm just going to try to like grab some of these points, you know. Just grabbing this. I'm not really an artist. I'm a code guy. I wrote the program. There we go. Grabbing all these points. Grabbing all these points. These points are good, you know. Getting some of that. I don't really want... This looks like the arm to me over here, so we don't really want to get the arm. You know, as I was saying, we want to make sure we get all the points. I've never actually used this tool before, so I don't know how this is going to come out when we're done, but let's make sure we don't leave any points, because that would not look good. Alright, got all of this and this, you know, a lot of these are already set from the head when I did the head before. But all that, we're going to reassign this red stuff. It's a big old red mass here. It's going to be the chest. So we can find geo chest, right? Chest, alright, accept, alright, so that's all the chest. Now, you know what, just to make sure, like I was saying about getting all the points, I'm going to do an invert of the selection. So I have the rest here, and we know we already got all these leg stuff. It's all good. So we're going to deselect all that. I got the deselect tool over here going. Deselected the leg. We already did the head, and it should all be set. So we're going to deselect the head. Head is deselected, deselected, deselected. Alright. The wings are still going to need work. Definitely do some work on the wings. But let's start with the arms. This sounds pretty good to me. So I would say, you want to be really fancy? Let's be fancy. Let's do, I'm going to deselect, let's start with deselecting the wings, right? So it's the wing there. I'm looking at this. This is more wing. It's more wing. I see wing there. These little points are wing. Got a wing there. Alright, so we're to where we got pretty much the shoulder mesh selected here. And, let's see, I'm gonna be kind of fancy. Oh, you know what? What if we move this up here so we can work on them and then put them back? That seems like a really bad idea, actually. Never mind, let's not do that. I'm gonna Control Z. Let's jump to the right shoulder. Alright, so we got this right arm. You know, if you assign them and then reassign them, it won't be a problem. So like we're gonna assign all of this to the right shoulder pad, right? You know, that's up here somewhere. Shoulder 02. But you know what else you can do is you can also attach it to the chest, and it will sum the animation, right? So put the chest in here. Let's say we put the chest first, because like the shoulder pad above the chest or something, right? I don't really know how that works specifically, but it's in the program, you know, and it's in Warcraft. Warcraft will figure it out. It's pretty smart. Select the rest, deselect some of that, you know, and we'll go back in here and we'll put now these. So I'm going to move down the arm, right? So what's set down here doesn't matter, but we're up here and we're setting that stuff was chest and shoulder both. This stuff here will be right shoulder pad R. Sounds pretty good. All right. So we got this is shoulder pad, and we're going to deselect some more of that, maybe some of that. That looks pretty good. You can see arm 1R. It looks pretty good. So we're going to get arm 1R. I'm not really sure what arm 1R is a parent of, but it's going to be in here somewhere. Arm 1R, that one, right? We're going to use that one. Arm up R. Where's that? That's right here. So this, yeah, it's pretty much the center of that. You want to kind of have these little geo things at the center, roughly. That pretty much is. So it's pretty good. Boom. Alright, deselecting more. Deselecting. Alright, and then we're going to get this hand. This is his right hand, as you can see. So we're going to come in here and we're going to say hand right. Boom. We can put that on the list. Cool. Alright, got the hand right. You can see I still got these points up here selected, right? When you reassign a matrix, those points are completely unaffected, so that's not a problem. It doesn't really matter to us right now. Now, I see that there's the wing involved in all this, and I want to make sure I don't select the wing when I'm done, but I'm grabbing his shoulder pad, because I want to have his shoulder pad, and then I'm going to come and deselect down here. I'm going to deselect these wings, deselect this, deselect, you know, some of this stuff, just maybe all this stuff, these wing things. Deselected, gotta get those, deselected. Alright, so that should be his right arm. So we're going to do essentially the same thing here that we did to the left arm, right? We're going to reassign it to the summed motion of the chest and the upper left arm, which was that upper arm up L, you know. Sounds pretty good. Actually, we do shoulder pad. We do shoulder pad left. I don't know how that'll turn out exactly, but it's worth a shot. Alright, shoulder pad there, and then, you know, we said we'd deselect a little bit. Oh, I'm on select. See, that's what I programmed this undo thing. I've spent like a couple days doing that, so feel free to use it. I really like it, you know, undo. Undo some of that, undo some of that. Yeah, here, alright, we're going to reassign this matrix to left arm, and left arm is going to be in here somewhere. Arm up L. Boom. Just put that on the list. Well, actually, since I did shoulder pad, we could do more left shoulder pad on that one. Okay. Sounds pretty good. And then we'll deselect this shoulder thing, and then we'll put the stuff here will be around arm up L. Sounds good to me. Alright, boom, arm up L. Alright. Can accept that. You know, I never did use the arm low right on the other one. Let's, you know, it's okay to make mistakes. You can fix mistakes. These models are mutable. So I just deselected some arm. I'm going to put the rest of it, well, actually, let's be a little more precise. Let's lose some of these dots. That sounds good. And then put this you know, this like wrist pad looking thing. We're going to put that on lower left. I mean, you got to use it. You want to use as many as possible, you know, like it'll look more complicated and better that way. Arm low L, which sounds good, right? So arm low L. And then we'll do some deselected magic on there. Got his hand. Reassign that to hand L. Pachoosh. There you go. I'm gonna accept that edit right there. Oh, you see these points down here? I had these points selected. Oh, look at that. Look at that. When I was selecting his arm, I got that stuff, and I didn't realize it. But you can deselect his hand, and you can come down here and you can say, oh, this was supposed to be on the left shin. So we're going to reassign these dots to the left shin. You don't want to mess up like me, but you can fix it when you do.